Welcome to At the Vanguard. We're TB Vanguard, and our motto is for fans by fans. We showcase fans on the front line of the Team Breezy movement. This podcast is an open forum to discuss current topics as they relate to Chris Brown and his fan base.
Okay, well, I just want to welcome everybody to our 16th podcast.
Yay!
And also today is International Podcast Day, so we're kind of celebrating that as well. So, because we are international, and we're going to be kicking off the next international date probably in a couple of weeks. We'll announce it, Paula, right? Because tomorrow's the 1st of October.
Yeah.
But again, thanks for joining. Again, we're pretty excited how far we've come, and everybody's input is definitely appreciated and welcome. So let me turn it over to you, Paula.
Okay, our big poll this week is Chris Brown is to perform at Tidal Hi-Fi, which is the Tidal at Brooklyn, October 17th event supporting natural disaster victims worldwide. How will you help? And the questions were: attend the event, donate on their website, stream the event, or sign up for Tidal service. Dee, I don't have the final numbers. I have the very early numbers. What were the final numbers?
Okay, so we had 62% said they were going to stream the event to show their support. 19% said they planned on attending the event. 11% said they're going to donate to the website. And 8% said that this is going to have them sign up for the Tidal service.
Okay, those are good numbers. Okay. So April, what did you say? What was your vote?
Honestly, I didn't see that, but I will stream and of course donate.
Yeah, I'll stream if I can. I'm not sure if it's going to be open, but I will definitely donate on their website.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking, we were going to get a link or something and we can stream it live, and I certainly have no problem doing that, but yeah, you're right. If we don't have access to do that, no, we won't be able to do that. We'll just have to donate.
Yeah,
but I noticed that the DMs for the podcast, Celebrity Ministry said that since it's a fundraiser, this is their annual fundraiser that they do. She said that it's probably open for everyone to be able to view the performances since it's a fundraiser. But for me, I was thinking I might just actually go ahead and sign up for Tidal this time, because even when they do their fundraisers and they stream it to everyone, they still have exclusive content that only you'll be able to see if you are a Tidal member. And they might have some behind the scenes or rehearsals or things of that nature, since Chris is going to be there, that I would definitely want to see. So I think it's going to inspire me to go ahead and sign up for Tidal the day before. But again, with Chris being invited to perform and it being a Jay-Z type of thing, it was good to see that Chris is back into the fold in that regard.
Yeah, it was surprising and very pleasant surprise to me. I didn't expect it at all. It shut my mouth wide open. Like, yes.
April, what did you think about it, seeing that it's Jay-Z and Tidal?
Honestly, I think he does whatever he needs to do to try to increase his numbers. I just think this is a way to get Chris's people to sign up for his Tidal. To sign up for Tidal. That's what I think. I think it's good that it's for charity, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that it's...
Well, you need that cynic vote.
Yeah, he knows people. He knows all of Chris's fans, trying to get them to try out this. Because I certainly have no intention of signing up for it.
Well, I think maybe a little bit more, because he's had other things and he's never included Chris. So I think it may mean a little bit more than that. That's my opinion. Like they, I don't know, bury some hatchet at this point.
I kind of look at it like this, though, because it's symbolic, really. That's what it is, as far as, Chris being on the same bill as the headliner as Jay-Z after all these years. So it's a symbolic gesture that can be interpreted a bunch of ways, and all the ways are very valid. But I think the one thing I always take away from stuff like this is, and that's why I talked to Paul about doing the poll, Tidal needs new members.
Mm-hmm.
And you're absolutely right, April. This is an opportunity for them to try and get some of Chris's fans to jump on board. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
For me, with Tidal, I look at it like this. This is another platform Chris needs good numbers on for his album. And, them having him there is exposing him to their audience, which seems to be very loyal. And if he can get streaming numbers from Tidal, which is exclusive, coupling that with Spotify, coupling that with Apple Music, that's going to be huge for Chris. And that's how I look at it. So we saw this with Starbucks, and we saw this with Subway. We just have to have our eyes open and be aware of the business opportunity all the way around. But I will say this, though, if we can get Celebrity Ministry to come speak on it before the actual event, she could tell us why she has both services, because from what I understand, she has Tidal and she also has Apple Music. And the Tidal members are dedicated and very loyal. And it'd be interesting to see what keeps people there, because they're more expensive, slightly more expensive than Apple Music. So the average person is only going to use it for a little bit, and then they're going to let it go. As many platforms as he's on, and Tidal will make sure that he gets streamed constantly, because you know how they do their numbers. I would support it for the cause.
Yeah. I'm just too a little concerned about the numbers and the question about his numbers. I just don't want Chris to be associated with that. His stuff is legit. It's clean. We do it. He certainly doesn't advertise us to do it. Mm-hmm. So I just I don't want him to get mixed up in crap.
Well, that would be if he was a Tidal artist.
Right.
Then they stream those numbers, and that's where his numbers come into question. But just to have his music on their platform, and maybe have some exclusives as far as what was going on with the benefit concert.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, I mean, that's going to be stuff that we won't see anywhere else, just because of the way they do things. But he's not a Tidal artist, so his number won't be questioned, because they would have to actually show it.
Yeah, they have questions. Okay. I just don't want him to get, sometimes, I think it's great that they're including him, but I don't know. I mean,
well, if you look at who else is on the bill, and if you look at who else is Tidal artists and who's part of being managed by Roc Nation, you've got Yo Gotti, DJ Khaled, a Booty with the Hoodie, or whatever his name is, the new guy. Mm-hmm. A lot of those artists are Tidal artists, and Chris is collaborating with them. So the whole thing is interesting in how Chris is working with a lot of those Def Jam and Roc Nation and Tidal artists. So it's pretty interesting to see what's coming out of that. And they all seem to be New York-based artists as well, with the exception of So Chris is a businessman at the end of the day. But we've got to be savvy as well. We do what we need to do to make sure we promote and make it easy for us to help promote and help support. But I could pull numbers all day long, and I think this is we'll see what the benefit concert numbers do. Mm-hmm. But we just have to be clear that whatever they do on the streaming side, it's not going to impact Chris since he's not their artist. But I think it might also give, if there's enough interest, which there will be because it's a worldwide supported event, this gives Chris exposure worldwide, which is coupled with Netflix giving him more worldwide exposure with the release of the documentary, in time for the album to come out and support the songs he's got. So I kind of
was thinking
from that perspective.
I was thinking too, well, maybe that's why they're including him, because I know he is of course, sought after artist. He absolutely is, regardless of everything else. If Chris touches it, we know it's gonna turn to gold, and so do the artists. Nobody's that stupid that they don't figure that out. If you need a hit, Chris Brown is the one that's gonna help you get there. But then maybe too, I was thinking to myself, well, maybe it's because of the documentary, and that he's gotten his side of the story out, and people have the full story now. And not that I think that Jay-Z never had the full story. I just, supporting his artist. So I don't know. I just, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a great thing, and I think it's great that Chris wants to participate in this event. So, if that's what we need to do, of course we're going to do whatever we need to do to support our fave. So, yeah, I guess I'll sign up for it.
We're going to make sure we stream it out for my membership. Don't even sweat that part, because I already talked to a friend of mine where I'll sign up for it and I can stream it from me signing up.
Cool.
And then that way,
we definitely want to support him and make sure he does have the high numbers across the board with that. So.
And they better let Chris go last, because if Chris goes before any of those other artists, including Jay-Z, he's going to shut the stage down, and then they're going to end up being,
they're going to lose
by him.
all kinds of people. They're going to lose all kinds of people. Let's just going to be real. Yeah, they're going to lose all kinds of people, because some of those people, I'm not really listening to their music. I back in the day, I liked his music with Kanye West. I liked the music they made together. But, that's been a while. They don't make music together anymore. So, and both their music is super different now. So, from back in the day when they first started. But yeah, other than that, we're going to support a fave. I'm going to do whatever, I'll donate money. I have no problem with that. I have no problem. Wish we could watch, we're not going to bet, we're not going to be able to see it. It's not going to be nationally televised, is it?
Well, that's one of the things that they were saying, is that it should be streamed. And that's what I'll reach back out to Celebrity Ministry and see what she says, because that's what she indicated has happened in the past. So we'll get the word out once we find out from her, and then we'll get the link.
Know.
Oh, definitely.
I can at least DVR it if I'm working or something.
Right.
So.
Well.
Well, I mean, but April's comment is right in line with the results of the poll.
Right.
People said, you know what, I'll stream all day long. All day long. And you know what, maybe I'm going to donate.
Right.
But I'm not necessarily signing up for the service. That's why I did the poll, because they need to see that,
Right. Yes. Yeah. What were we gonna? Well, questions. I don't have the numbers for questions, but it did reach 35 million, which is like a golden number, isn't it?
It actually reached 36 today, but the numbers are just amazing on Spotify. I believe it's 60 million or something like that on the streaming side on Spotify, which is huge. And then if you couple that with all the other streaming services, and you couple that with, and that's just the 36 million is just off Vivo on the video. If you couple that with sales, and then, Tammy's not on because she's got a lot of stuff going on today, but she's doing a really good job of getting people to request, and she's made it to where she's sending out the link for all you gotta do is click the link and request it. You can see it climbing up every day. It's climbing up the urban and the
it is
charts. So it's making a lot of headway. And again, remember, it hasn't officially been sent to radio yet. So it's, by the time it hits 50 million, which should be sometime within the next 2 weeks, once it hits 50 million, that means it's pretty much guaranteed to be platinum, especially when you look at the huge numbers that it has on Spotify. So it's huge numbers, you know.
Yeah, which I'm doing 24 hours now. Just literally, I just have it going 24 hours now.
Yeah, I have it on I have 2 old iPhones I have going all the time. So those are easy. When I'm at home, I use my computer too, but whether I'm there or not, the 2 phones are always going.
And one thing I wanted to kind of bring up is that Chris released, is a featured artist, 3 videos. So it was Perfect with Debuts, which everybody was waiting for, and that's been a summertime hit. So now the video just kind of like brought the song back to life and kept it alive with the new video. And then he has Post and Delete with Zoe Dollar, and then he has the new one that he has with the BB with the Hoodie that came out yesterday. Those 3 songs right there, that's a different audience for Chris, and that just shows having Chris featured on a song. That basically is Chris's song. Perfect is Chris's song. Definitely Post and Delete. The rap verse that Chris did, definitely that's Chris's song. So those 3 songs came out back to back to back right at the end of the week. What did you guys think about the video and the song?
For Post and Delete?
What is that?
All three songs.
What 3 songs? You're talking about Perfect, Post and Delete, and what else?
Effing and Kissing. I didn't want to say the title.
Oh!
People have tender ears. People have tender ears.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that or heard the song yet.
I haven't either.
I can already tell you. I don't know about that.
Say this before you start, though, April. Before you start, you have to listen to at least the clip that's out, and I'll send it to you. Chris's voice is amazing. The range, his vocals on Effin' and Kissin' is amazing, and it's not a sex song. It's just a real song. But the song is amazing. Like, seriously, and it almost sounds like a blended genre of music. So I'll send you the clip so you could just listen to that piece of it. But yeah,
okay,
it's a good song.
Okay, yeah, just send it to me and I can listen to that.
But I apologize for cutting you off. What were you going to say about the other 2 songs?
I like the song, but I haven't watched the video yet.
For either one? For Perfect and for Post and Delete?
I saw them and I kept like I saw the clip for them and I kept retweeting it, but never went back and watched them.
Oh, so maybe you don't understand what blew up the other day, but we'll talk about that and delete all this ish part, huh, Paula?
I might not be able to be here for delete all this ish because I've got to leave at 2.
You got like a half hour? You have like a half hour, right?
I have like another hour. It's only 12:30, so we've got another hour. 1:30.
Okay.
To hear about.
Well, we'll squeeze it in. We'll squeeze it in before you go, Paula.
Okay.
What did you think, Paula, of the videos if you saw them?
I still have not seen them. Because I was my birthday was Thursday, and I know it's no excuse, but because typically I would listen right away, but I've been distracted by everything in life, so I just have not heard them. I did hear this morning what Chris posted of him and LMA, which everybody was clamoring for, to hear him do a song with LMA, and it sounds amazing, as we expected.
Did you hear the clip of it, April? Have you heard that little clip you posted this morning?
I haven't.
Oh, it's amazing. It's soulful and amazing. Her voice is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Talking about her voice and his voice together.
Yes, they do. It's
Okay.
duet together. You know, I'm gonna DM it to you. DM it to you. Where are you?
Yeah, send it to me and I'll pull my computer up right quick and listen to it.
Okay. You got
But
a lot
like
of
Chris having those videos released, the two artists, $30 and the other guy, they're just going crazy. And even Dave East, their fans are going crazy over the songs because this is something that is going to help launch their career. And to me, it seems kind of reminiscent of what Chris did with Big Sean. Gave him that big hit, and then it's up to them to continue on and, you know, make their name as an artist. Same thing that Chris did with Kid Ink. Gave him that big hit, and then it's up to them to, you know, make a way for themselves because
Take off.
and the songs are hot. And to me personally, just knowing how we've heard some of these clips of these songs before, I'm happy Chris gave them to those guys because those songs might be the aftermath of his relationship with. I don't need to hear any of that ish on Heartbreak on a Full Moon. So give it to other artists and let them blow up with it, because you can clearly Post and Delete is about her, and then she so ironically manifested literally what Chris said. So
I know.
You know, we'll talk about that later, but clearly those 2 songs to 3 songs seem to be something that Chris was playing with, and it's good they gave him some other artists so that they can shine, and we don't have to hear that particular tone on Heartbreak on a Full Moon. And if he does have a tone similar to that, it's not about that particular situation. But that's just me being me. What do I know?
I mean, we have to face it that some of that is. I mean, I think the whole title was out of his feelings after it was initially over. So I mean, I don't think we can pretend that it's not. But you know, let's hope that I'm sure it's going to be a variety. Even when he did Graffiti and he was at his lowest then, he still had plenty upbeat, you know, type songs. So yeah, I'm sure it will not be a one note. And he's never been a one note artist. So yeah, that thing it'll be fine.
And that one Black Pyramid, how do you say his name again, Paul? Ramalis. He listened to the album. He said it's hit after hit after hit after hit, and that it's really good. So that's all we care about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It looks like Sade has joined us. You're muted, Sade.
Hello.
Hi.
I know I'm extremely late today. I was helping my mom pack.
Oh, that's fine.
Hi, So what did I miss? Brief me, ladies.
We started off talking about the Tidal, Chris's appearance on the Tidal fundraiser in October. So that and what we're going to do about that, we're going to you know, donate or stream or join the service. You know, what are you going to do with that situation?
I don't like Tidal, so I don't want to get the streaming service. However, I wanted to attend a concert. I was looking at those ticket prices. I was like, God damn, that is expensive. But then I thought about like the lineup of people, but I'm just like, that's expensive. I want to go though, so I'm still debating because if I go, I just want to go for him.
Right.
And I know he's going to be like last. He probably like second to last to Jay-Z. So that's why I was like, do I have to sit through all those other people? Do I like all the other people enough to sit through this? Because like I don't really like festival concerts. I go to a whole bunch of other artists. Like right. I just like to go see who I like to go see. It all depends on the lineup, and I'm just looking at the lineup like, I don't think I like enough people on this to go. But if anything, I'll like make a account and like have the free subscription just to watch it. But I would donate if I don't go. definitely, because I donated money for the other like hurricane causes, so that I wouldn't mind. As long as they ain't giving the money to Red Cross, I'm fine.
No, I think they're finding some other avenues. I just saw today that the church and well, maybe that was just Houston, but in Houston, she gave it to the church, and the church was giving out mattresses. They gave like $75,000 worth of mattresses to the church, and the church was giving them directly to people. So there was no middleman or anything. So it was definitely getting to them.
And if you go to their website, it'll tell you exactly the charities that are benefiting from
Okay.
it. They have some specifically in Houston, some specifically in Florida. But I think we should pull our money together and get you to go and get you to get some merchandise, because I think it's going to be pretty special. That's what I personally think. What do you think, Paula?
Personally, I have the money to go. I was just thinking, is it worth me spending that much money? Like good seats. I think like the really good seats are like $2,500, and I was like, I don't.
Oh yeah. No, maybe we can't do that.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Like, and I looked at the very like front row, and I like to sit like within. If I go to a concert, it has to be the first 10 rows, and even like the first 10 rows, like the first 5 rows is $2,500. Then the 5 after that is like 15. I'm like, is it really worth it? Because personally, I feel like if I'm gonna pay $15 for a ticket, the people I want is Chris, Beyonce, and maybe Bruno, Michael Jackson. Like, that's who I will pay that much for, like a festival lineup of that. But other than that, Jay-Z, Cardi B, A Boogie, and all these other people, like, I'm not paying $1,500 because the only person I really want to see is Chris and maybe Jay-Z. Because Jay-Z is one of my favorite rappers, so I'll pay to go see him. But everybody else, they don't need that much money from me.
And here I was looking at the $59 tickets.
I know, but she said Michael Jackson, so we know she ain't going. She ain't going. Like,
I definitely ain't going. Okay.
Nah.
So I was like, I'll probably just donate some money and stream, because I was looking at the price like, oh my God, like, is the ticket proceeds going straight to charity? Or the money that they raise at the concert is what they give in to charity? Because I was trying to figure out why these tickets so expensive.
it's probably for the charity, I'm thinking.
It says on there all the net proceeds go to those charities, and they have like 7 charities listed on the website.
I want to go. I saw my fave as a headliner because he was in that top line. I was like, oh, he's a headliner, so that means he's like want to be one of the last people to perform. And I was like, I have to sit through all these other little, because I was looking at the names, and it's funny how like on the thing, it's the big names, the headliners are really big font, and then as I guess like the people are not that famous, they like go smaller and smaller and smaller, and at the bottom it says, and many more. And I'm like, who's the many more? That's a lot of people right there. That is a lot of people right there. So I don't know. I'm still debating. I'll give myself to maybe the first week of October to see how I feel. I just like, and if I do, that'll probably be the only concert I'll probably get a nosebleed for.
Sorry.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
Yeah, I keep bumping. I keep bumping my phone and causing it to hang up. I apologize.
Okay. We got you back. That's all that matters. I just actually DM'd you. I said, we lost you. Come back.
Hey, Paula, what else were we talking about?
Yeah, we were talking about how questions was doing, and also talking about the collabs, the collabs of this last week. And
Post the lead.
Yeah, post the lead.
And also the LMA song too that you heard the snippet from.
Oh yeah.
And that other song.
Oh, she's talking about effing and kissing.
Yeah, that other song.
We'll just call it "and kissing" for people with tender ears.
Yeah.
Hey, Sade, did you hear the snippet that Chris posted on his Instagram, the LMA?
Yes, I literally was dying on the inside. I knew they was gonna collab. I had a feeling, especially when someone tweeted was like, "I need Ella and Chris to make a collab," and she put the laughing emojis. I was like, she probably laughing because she probably like, you already know, I already have one, but y'all don't know that yet. I figured that the way she loves him, and she said that he's like her favorite artist and her inspiration. inspiration. Like I knew that they was gonna have a collab. I didn't think maybe on his album. I was thinking maybe on her next project, but I was like, they're gonna have a collab. Especially on the party tour, he was like having everybody listen to her music, and he was constantly promoting her. I'm like, yeah, they're gonna get a collab. They're in the works of doing that. I wasn't shocked. I was just really happy because I know that's like something she probably always wanted because he's like her favorite artist. So I was like, that's dope. I always like when artists that list a certain singer as their inspiration and then they end up getting a collaboration with them. Is like, so like I know that's like a dream come true.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of surprised he hasn't getting one of those K-pop, like those K-pop people love him. I'm surprised he hasn't collaborated with any of them yet. Because he gave Zayn his collab. Zayn from One Direction loves him and said that that's his ultimate, role model and inspiration. So that was like, okay, he got the collab with Zayn. He did Justin Bieber, and it's like, okay, what about the K-pop people? Like the K-pop people just reminds me of Korean Chris Browns. Like that's just like they're just like him all over. Well, it's not, but like as far as like their dancing and their styling, it's like always him,
Yeah.
And they always list him as like their inspirations. I was like, that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't understand that.
About the album, maybe he will after he gets his album out the way.
True.
Maybe so.
The collabs, they were cool. I feel like we were waiting for those videos for so long. Like we finally got them. I'm like, okay. Like, because like it's like he shot those videos so long ago, and it's like, where's okay? Like they dropped, and I was like, okay. However, post and delete is my ish. It ruffled a little feathers, but that's
right.
there.
a little feathers.
It ruffled because a lot of people felt like a lot of those songs were subs. So I was like, how long those songs were recorded. So if you feel like it's a subliminal, the shoe fits, I guess.
But that's what we were saying, Sade. We were saying that it sounds like those songs, because they were, snippets we heard a long time ago, that I'm happy Chris is giving them to other artists to perform because we don't need that on his album. You know what I'm saying? If it is subs towards any, his ex or whatever, give it to somebody else and let them shine with it because we don't need none of that energy on Heartbreak on a Full Moon.
It's going to be addressed. We can't act like he's not going to say, like he's going to have a few songs that's going to discuss. We know this, but I just let him get it out now because I don't want to hear no more about it come the 9th album. That's all I'm saying. Like after that, get out your system now.
But he said all that T. He said all that T and effing and kissing.
Yeah, I thought it was the only one who peeped that.
Yeah. No, we all peeped that. That was a lot of tea in that one, so.
Now I've got to listen to it. I'll make sure I listen to it when we get off of here. Maybe on my way home. I've got
Me too.
a van ride home.
His voice is so beautiful. His voice is so beautiful in that song. Like seriously.
I know I'm gonna love that. That's what got me on board was that voice.
Yeah. It kind of gives me like how he did with Waves, how he was like the feature but stood out the most with the vocals. Basically like that.
And Waves, oh my God, that song, oof. When he started hitting those notes, it's like
featuring Kanye.
And take you to heaven. I'm like, wow.
I'm still mad that song didn't get the justice it deserved.
It did.
Because that was like one of the standout tracks from Waves that everybody was praising. Everybody was like, that's not Kanye's song, that's Chris Brown's song. I think Kanye probably didn't like that he got upstaged on his own song about a feature.
I don't think he cares. He's not. One thing about gifted people, they're not jealous like that. Certain people are. I mean, he likes to be seen and all that. That's them gifted people, but they don't seem to get jealous. They don't mind like putting amazing people. It's like they always want to show off. But
remember, he wasn't going to put it on the album. And Chance.
But I don't know why. Yeah, but we don't know why. But that was Chance, because that was Chance's thing. Chance really produced that and insisted that the song be on the album. But I think it just wasn't ready in time, and that's why Kanye wanted to just move ahead. Because Def Jam is notorious for that. They want their music. They have like hard deadlines, and he wasn't going to make it. But Chance was like, no, we got to hold it up for this one. So I think that's
But
what
I thought that
at the time.
I thought Kanye was in Wales or Ireland shooting the video for Waves. I thought. Remember, somebody was saying he was over there with Kim shooting part of the video for Waves, and I thought it was either Ireland. I think it was Ireland or Wales or someplace like that. But
I think
that
he
was
shot in
totally
like
just-
Iceland.
Was it Iceland or somewhere in Europe? And I think that was right around the time that Kim ended up getting robbed, wasn't it? Shortly after that.
When she was robbed, he was in concert. He was on tour already.
When I know they had said that he was supposedly trying to shoot the video. I just wish they would have had a video for that song.
Yes.
Because with having Kanye with the way he does videos, it's been interesting to see his interpretation visually of that song.
Yes. That would have been amazing.
Ouch. Oh, I hit my hand. I wish we would have got a live performance with those two of the song somewhere. I wish he would have popped up at least one St. Pablo tour date and performed it with him. Because the crowd lose their mind. I remember when Chris posted the video of the show and the fans was just like going off when the song came on. I'm like, why? We never got a live performance of this.
I know. Well, I guess it could still happen, I guess. Because look what happened with Kid Ink and Chris. I mean, the song was double platinum, and they just managed to perform it once at a show in Philly, like a festival show in Philly. So you never know. You may eventually get that performance. That would be great.
Oh, Show Me, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they never got a chance to perform it because he was in jail.
Yeah, but they did perform it once at a year, there was well after it was a hit. Like there was like double platinum, and they were on. I want to say it's Powerhouse, the one in Philly, at Powerhouse in Philly. So it was a festival show, and Chris walked out for Kid Ink's set. Kid and Chris both had sets that night, but Chris walked out during Kid Ink's, and they did Show Me. And that is the one and only live performance of that song with Chris and Kid Ink. Philly got it.
They did it a few times on the One Hell of a Night tour.
Kid Ink and Chris Brown, I said. They say Kid Ink and Chris.
Yeah, they did it at the One Hell of a Night tour a few times together.
Oh, I missed that. I didn't know that.
Because I was actually shocked seeing that they actually did it before. I was like, I thought they never performed this. Because it's always either Kid Ink doing it by himself or Chris doing it by himself. And I saw it, I was like, oh, and then they did like an acapella moment. It was like really, really dope. I gotta find the video and send it to you.
Yeah, send me that. I missed that one. Definitely missed that one. But, wow. But have we exhausted all our subjects today?
Isn't he performing at the Latin AMAs
Oh,
at the end
yeah.
of the month?
How could we forget that? The Latin AMAs, yes. He is. Do you remember when he performed on the Latin Grammys? That was one hilarious night. We didn't know any of the performers. There wasn't people like J-Lo. It's like these are people who sang old Spanish language music. Had never heard of them. So we sat through almost the entire show. I want to say it was 15 minutes before it was over before he performed. And all night they kept saying, Chris Brown. And you think he was coming on next. They kind of said he was coming on next, but it didn't happen until the show was almost over. But it was good. It was a good one. But that was a funny night. Chris Brown. It even trended.
Is that the performance when he had like the vest on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I never saw that performance. I just seen the pictures from it. I've never seen it before.
The performance was great, but what was funny was leading up to it because they kept, calling his name, but they said, please, Brown. And they said, but it trended. They said it so much that it trended that whole night. That was a funny night. So this should be fun. The Latin AMAs. But
And let's see if we can get a streaming link for people. It's October 26th, right, Paula?
yeah, so we'll see what they have. I'm trying to remember if they had a stream before. I don't think they did, but they may.
Did you guys catch did y'all catch that post? It got posted and deleted, but did y'all catch how Mama J said that he's having an album release party?
Oh no.
Yep, I saw that. I got a copy of it. She deleted it too, so.
Yeah, she did a post and delete. She probably like, Mama, I didn't tell them yet. Delete that.
That's funny.
But we know he's gonna do something, so it's just really like, what city is he gonna be in?
And when, yeah.
Well, if it's the album release party, the 31st is Halloween, so
Right.
hopefully he'll do stuff leading up to Halloween,
Right.
like the weekend before and all that.
T, have we exhausted our subject? T?
I think for me, I just was really trying to make sure that everybody knows tomorrow's the 1st, and that hopefully we're going to try and see if we can get a streaming link to the Black Pyramid event that's going to happen tonight in Paris Fashion Week. So I sent a DM to Kim, and she didn't reply back yet, but we definitely want to make sure we post the images or the fashion show from tonight, because we got to do that. Was it last year that we got it, Paula, and we were able to show a couple of things?
Well, yeah, some of the
people who follow us are going to do that.
Yeah, I want to see the Black Pyramid fashion show.
Yeah, because supposedly it's going to be some new items, and from what we saw, they look very colorful. A lot of walnut suits and stuff like that. And then tomorrow they're going to be having the pop-up shop and party in Paris as well. So we're going to try to see if we can get some streaming video of that and show people some of the items that are going to be part of Chris's, I guess, fall collection.
Yeah, maybe somebody else will pull, inspiration from that.
You can cut me laughing out, Paula. So who
No, we're going to leave that in.
you know. But I just thought, some of the latest collection looks a lot.
It looks like a him and her collection to me. It looks like Black Pyramid is his version, and other collections.
Might as well just go do that collab then.
Yeah.
Because I was like, when did Sis start using triangles and pyramids and stuff? When did that happen?
The Medusa.
They've been collabing, I guess, right? I don't know.
The Medusa. Like, okay.
Why is it happening?
You know what? Speaking of that, maybe because he has a piece on there that I was looking at this shirt. I was staring at this shirt for 5 minutes trying to figure out if that was her on it or not, because the face kind of does look like her, but then it doesn't. If you look on the VP website and there's a shirt with Medusa on it, she did a photo shoot like the Medusa theme, and that picture looks like her. But I was like, I don't know. I don't think he would do that. But who knows with him at this point.
I would send a picture that was side by side.
What about when Chris had the little $5 T-shirts that had him smoking and her laying on a couch in a sleeping bag? I actually got that shirt because it was $5. Remember that little shirt, collabo, black and white? Remember that one?
Oh, I remember that shirt. That picture shook up the internet, and then he put it on a T-shirt. Genius.
Yeah, and I got the T-shirt. Remember, and the T-shirts were for $5. Remember? So it was like, okay, this is gonna be a collector's item. Let me grab me one right now.
I didn't get a chance to get one. It sold out too fast.
But I will say, I'm sure you saw how she put the grass is greener on the Fenty side, and then her post for her Fenty Puma collection, and then Chris came through and liked it. So I'm sure you guys saw that, right?
Yeah, because everybody was flipping out about it. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that's so annoying. Now he follows her. Like, that's what you do on Instagram. You like, post, you comment. It shouldn't be that big of a deal.
They follow each other.
Yeah. I look like this while they're, with their mouth open. Go ahead and stream that song, Gas and Greener. Go ahead and stream all the rest of the songs while you're at it with your mouth open.
I agree.
Did you see that her charity foundation posted the title lineup, and they were upset in the comments too. Why would you post it? Because his name is on it. He's a headliner. Duh. You don't think she's going to be at that concert? She's definitely going to be there. If she's in New York, she's definitely going. But y'all really don't think she's going to be there?
Yeah, she'll be there.
She's going to be there. She's going to be there.
I don't know why they work themselves up like that, as if they don't already know. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Because they give hints out any chance they get.
Yeah,
because people was like, how did he end up performing at a title event? Jay-Z don't like him. I said, clearly Jay-Z doesn't have no problem with him and asked him to perform. Like, duh.
That's an
I don't
question.
think that Jay-Z ever had I don't think it has anything to do with like or dislike. I think for him, it's just straight what's best for the brand.
Well, clearly he don't care about the brand if he let him perform there. So they must have, whatever little differences that they had, they must have put that aside. It's like, you know what, whatever. This is for charity. Because like Chris was one of the big names that really gave the most money when it came time to, pay it forward with helping people. So I guess he probably was like, I see that he's making the effort, and he's really adamant about but a lot of people act like he doesn't do for charity and help people. Like, I never understood that. Like, just because he don't broadcast it doesn't mean you're not doing it. But I feel like when you're famous, you don't have to broadcast every little thing you do. I feel like if it's coming from a good place in your heart, you don't have to, unless you want that publicity.
You really
like,
shouldn't. It should be anonymous. It
Yeah.
should be anonymous. Charity should be anonymous across the board. To me, if you're trying to get accolades for it, that means that you're not doing it from a charitable place.
I agree, totally.
You're doing it for gain.
One of our most famous people in this country, Black people in this country, I really feel, she's kind of known for charity. Like, you do that because you want people, you need the admiration. That's not about charity or
No.
other people. That's self-aggrandizing. That's what I think it is. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the only reason why we knew that he donated so much for Kevin Hart when Kevin Hart challenged him was because he, challenged him on Instagram. But other than that, I think if he would have just texted him and told him, we would have never knew. But he just responded on Instagram. But who knows how much other, charity things he did for the other, earthquake and hurricane victims that he never posted. So I was just like, I don't know why people upset about him doing something for a good cause. Like, he probably does it all the time. We just don't know. I don't see how you can find anything wrong with doing a benefit concert for a good cause. Like, I couldn't even think of people trying to find a negative in that. But of course they were trying to find one. But I was like, oh well, he's booked and he's going to perform and he's going to have a great time. He's going to put on a hell of a show because he's going to piss people off just even more.
I just chalk it up to two. People are unhappy, and they're very unhappy in their lives, and they just need to. Any chance they get. It's just sad. You're an awful person. You don't have shit going on. That's the problem.
Yeah. They're gonna be real mad if you get a picture with the two of them or one of them and put it on Instagram. Oh, they're gonna be real mad.
There's gonna be lots of photos. That's part of the social media. They should be. There should be plenty of that. I think you can't ignore the fact that Chris, again, he is a hit maker. So, he's doing what a lot of people need help to do. So I think that at the end of the day, JC sees and recognizes that, and I think he's like we said earlier, he's a businessman.
Oh yeah,
he's a huge following.
Yeah, because he sold out the Barclays Center by himself just a couple months ago, back in April?
Right.
April. Yeah, so that's not a problem. A lot of those tickets
beyond
are going to
selling
cost some
out.
bread.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, beyond so because there was a lot of people still outside.
They're mad about it.
I still didn't understand, like, how did y'all sell more tickets than y'all had seats? I was still trying to figure that out too. Like,
So remember, some people thought that they could just bust up there at the last minute, remember, and get a ticket. I'm like, no. It's a Chris Brown concert.
oh,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Because some people didn't get a chance to come in that had tickets though too.
Right. They wanted to buy tickets at the door. It's like, nah, ain't no.
A lot of people wait.
Right.
At one of his concerts I took a picture of, you had a line of people who were trying to still get tickets. Just showed up. So I'm just gonna try to get a ticket. Wasn't no tickets if you had. They had a sign that said tickets sold out. Sold out.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know how they I don't even know how people think that, like, I'm gonna get a ticket when I get there. Like,
right.
Do you not know that you have to buy your tickets when he put them on sale pre-order? Because when they become, especially pre-sale, because once they go to the general, population, we all get a chance to get at them. That's it. Everybody wants to see him at concerts because he puts on a good show, so they hurry up and buy it.
I remember there were people. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and then it's like some like ticket sites like Groupon and stuff will have like deals on like, if you can't catch that like within the first month or like I give or take maybe 2 weeks before your show date, don't think you're gonna get a concert ticket the day of. That's just not how it's gonna work.
Yeah,
I think that's stupid too. Like, why would you want to put yourself through that stress? I'm gonna wait till I get there to get a ticket.
I think people too be kind of waiting, maybe waiting from, like, okay, well, I gotta pay my bills this month. Let me make sure I have. I'm just gonna show up and see what they got. They got scalpers out here. They probably outdated tickets. But you got people out there, saying they got tickets, and you also got people. I mean, I can only speak from the Dallas. This is the only place I've been where you got people with pictures, Chris Brown. I mean, now all that the official stuff is inside the stadium,
right?
But you got these vendors outside the place walking around with T-shirts that they're unmade.
Right.
And you can tell they made them. They're not Chris Brown or Black Pyramid stuff.
Yes, I saw that, and people bought them. I'm like,
that's crazy.
That?
I've seen people who, I didn't know how this happened because at my show, there was people who had the actual official party tour shirts. They had them, but they wasn't inside yet. Yeah, and they were selling them outside. Now, how the hell you get that shirt? You had to go inside and buy it to come back outside to sell it? Like, that's stupid.
Maybe they bought it from another show, at another show or something.
Oh.
They had to. And I wonder, do they get copies of it made?
I think so.
To try to be outside? Yeah, they got to.
Because I almost bought one. From one of the guys because he had one of the ones that I wanted so bad, but it was sold out. It was all the artists on it, but of course mainly Chris' picture was the biggest. But it was glow in the dark, and I was like, it didn't. I was like, but did you get it from inside? I don't know. I didn't want to buy it because it felt wrong.
Yeah.
Plus he didn't have my size. So it felt wrong. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to buy it because I don't know where you got this shirt from. But it looked just like the one that they sell on the inside. I was like, oh,
our problem is all the stuff sells out. Everything sells out. It is sold out. I mean, you have a line. And Texas is just a line place. You be like, okay, I'm gonna come back and get in line. Or when the line gets smaller, I'll come back. Well, of course, everything is gone. And even when you in, you can go get, you can stand up and take the pictures. With the wall stuff that they have set up. They have all kinds of stuff set up inside of the stadium for you to do. And even the lines just be like, oh my God, I'll be here.
I don't want to participate in nothing.
I'm not going to make the after party doing this. What is this? It's horrible.
Yeah, I didn't even do the after party. I didn't do the after party for my show because the concert ran over time. It was much later than I thought it would. It started later than I thought it would. And I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to take my time to get there because I didn't want to see the opening act. I was like, I'm going to come in just before OT Genesis goes on, or maybe when Fab is on there. But by the time I got there, OT didn't even get on stage yet. I think I came just before he came in. And I'm like, really? And it was like 9 something. And I'm like, it ain't start yet? Like, it didn't start yet? I'm like, this is black folk time.
Oh, that's right. I was started. It's
Yeah.
time.
He didn't.
It was fantastic, but this was the thing. Fabulous was out there so much that, I mean, literally the entire stadium started chanting for Chris Brown. Like, people were getting pissed off. Like, where is Chris Brown? I mean, the people behind me, the people in front of me, everybody was like, and I was like, I bet you he doesn't show up to this after party, because when I had went to the website to CSA, because they all had their own individual after parties of what clubs they were going to be at. So I went to his page and it showed where he wasn't gonna. He had to leave right after the concert. So I was like,
remember, that's the night of all that craziness. Remember?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You're exactly right. I knew something was up. Couldn't tell what it was, but I was just like. But everybody was just like, the entire stadium started. Chris Brown, Chris Brown. I mean, even when Fabulous came out, people were still crying, hollering for him, because we're just kind of like, what's going on here? Where is he at? Because I'm not used to, that's probably the only time I've ever been at a concert where he wasn't there 98% of the time.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time. So I just realized, I was just like, you know what? He is becoming, he's becoming, well, this is the business of touring. You have to have these other acts, because you will tire yourself out. I can't even imagine performing for that amount of time. It's got to be exhausting to do that for a certain amount of hours. And he's flipping around, he's throwing stuff out in the crowd, but it just was totally different than the last concerts that I've attended, because it just looked more commercialized, I think.
Yeah,
because
the last tour, was the One Hell of a Night tour. Everybody went before him, and then he was the very last act for the One Hell of a Night tour. So you had to sit through. But I love the One Hell of a Night tour. Was like perfect because he had like the perfect lineup. It was like everybody had a banging song out at the time. Everybody was like really popping. So he picked up a very dope lineup. But I did get a little impatient, waited for him, because he was literally the last thing. I was like, okay, seriously, where are you at this point?
It's just a lot of work. I think it's a lot of, just kind of looking at all of that, I was just like, this is a lot of work. This is a lot of energy right here. Because I don't think I could do it. I could not do it. I don't care how much money he pays. It's exhausting. I could just tell he was sweating, like pouring down sweat. All of them are pouring down sweat. But it just was interesting to me, because I was like, oh, this is interesting, because he kind of took turns with Trey Songz. That's probably the one I've had the most, where he's just like, he's there the entire time. Whereas this time it was just these other people constantly there, and I was just like, I don't even want to listen to these people. I'm not here to see these people.
See, for me, my show, I guess it was more easier because Fabulous is from New York. So it felt like a big home party for him. I felt like that's probably why he let Fabulous get so much time here, because this is Fabulous's home. So I was like, okay, I understand. Fabulous from Brooklyn. So he let him have his moment and bring out all the special guests and stuff. But then I thought about it, like, he really wasn't on there that long.
Started his career too. It just started his career back, I think.
Yeah, because Fabulous has always maintained relevancy
in years. Years. So I was like, okay, but OT was really good. Now I think I wouldn't mind going to see OT in concert. There were some other people there I would not go see. But yeah, definitely OT I would go see.
Yeah.
Cap G. I didn't see Cap G's set, but from what I saw from like videos from like previous tour dates, I was like, oh no, I'm not sitting through that. I'm not sitting through that. No, I did miss the fact that I missed DC Young Fly. I heard he was hilarious. I missed him as a host. I didn't get a chance to see him. I heard he was funny. I missed him. I was kind of upset about that. But other than that, Casanova and Cap G, I didn't miss nothing missing them.
Yeah, no, they weren't anything to write home about. But I have to give it to OT. I was like, okay, yeah, he pumped up the crowd real good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, by the time, yeah, Fabulous too. Everybody liked Fabulous. That's how cute he was. But I don't know. I wasn't into the music, and I just wasn't into it. So
yeah, it seemed like
we're
Chris
selfish.
like
We
the
want
special
Chris
guest.
to be there the whole time. We want him to be there the whole time. We want him there all 4 hours. Okay. We want him performing like the Bonding Man out there, and he just can't do that.
Yeah, because now that I think about it, like his set, even though he's split into 2 sets, like because I've seen someone put like both his sets as one set, and I was like, he only performed for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I was like, usually he'll perform for maybe, almost 2 hours. So I was like, his set really, you separate the 2 sets with Fab in the middle, and just do his 2 sets together. He literally performed just a little bit over an hour, like, and I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe next tour you'll give us more. I guess because he didn't have like a lot of new material to perform, so because he really just was going on tour based off the fact that Party was a hit single. Like really, that's just it. Like he didn't have really new material to perform. Well, he did like the royalty album,
but really he has enough music. He can perform for hours.
I know.
He got so many albums, and I know the only complaint I saw, and I think it was in Dallas, where these people were saying, he's got so many more hits he could have performed. I enjoyed it, but it's just like it wasn't enough of him. Mm-hmm. It's like, so he basically left them, left them wanting more. Gotta leave him wanting more. But he's got plenty of songs he could have done. He's just, for whatever, maybe just about pacing. Because, I mean, to do 200 cities, or however many cities it was, that's pretty draining to perform for 2 hours every time.
I mean, I'm not even performing, and I was overwhelmed
by
the amount of people there and the closeness of people in your face. It was like, ew. I don't know. I just was like, man, this is a lot of work. Like, it really hit me this time, and maybe because I was up so close. When I went to another concert, we weren't that far away, but we weren't nearly as close. We had great seats this time. And of course, I told my kids I'm probably gonna have to go without them next time, because I'm always want to do the VIP section, and I can't do that because they're not 21 or older.
Oh, right.
So, I'm gonna have to start bringing my girlfriends or somebody, because I'm like, next time I'm gonna have to do the VIP section. I want to do that. I want to be in that section. So, yeah, I told my daughter she'll have to, I'll get some tickets, but they'll have to sit somewhere else. I'm going to have to do something else.
I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you here. Okay. We'll come back at the end of the show.
Okay. I need you to be 21 and older. I'll get y'all some seats, though. Don't worry.
In eye distance where I can still see you.
Okay. Yeah, I can still see you. I can look back and see you. Okay. But I'm going to have to be in the VIP next time. I can't do this again. So, talking about the carnival too this week. The carnival, the cruise. And I had called to find out about that.
Oh, yes.
And it's funny because I'm in the process of getting ready to give her my financial information, and she's like, "Okay, well that'll be $1,000." I said, $1,000 for what?
The deposit is $1,000?
That's a deposit. That's for 2 people. See, I was going for you to be $500 if you're just going by yourself, but if you're taking somebody, it's going to be $1,000 deposit.
Oh.
And it's almost $1,000. It's like $900 something a month to pay.
Ooh.
Oh, I know.
Well, that's why normally
So
it's a year. Normally it's a full year before the concert that you hear about it. I don't know why so late this time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it
but
is.
Typically,
You're
it's
right.
a solid year.
It's.
They probably was waiting for Chris to sign off on it. Chris probably had to make sure he read all the fine print, make sure everything is, probably want to make sure he has all his visas to get into those other countries, make sure there's no mess ups when he gets there, He probably had to wait for him. There's no legal issue, so when they get there, but he can't come in the visa,
It's just Jamaica. It's just Jamaica and Costa
Mexico.
Those are the two places that they're going. So if he comes in on that boat, all he needs is his birth certificate, and even if he flies in, I think that's all he's gonna need. His birth certificate. I'm sure he has a passport.
Do you think he's gonna be on the boat for the whole time, or you think he's gonna pull that "I'm a fly in on my private jet" type of thing? I'll see y'all when I get there.
No way to know.
Well, I said for $7,000, honey, I can fly to California and go to his house.
It'll be cheap.
Be like the girl. Be like the girl in front of his gate.
1 and 2.
Yeah, be like the girl at his gate talking about airflow flow.
I'm not gonna be on the cruise. I just wanted to come wish you well for your performance.
Wave them
I
off.
can talk to security guard 1 and 2, girl. No.
No.
No. Okay.
It actually leaves out of Galveston, which I didn't realize at first. That I've got Tom doing that lives in Texas, so the tour cruise leaves out of Galveston, Texas.
Yeah, so that's only 4 hours from me. I would just drive down and catch our port from there. But I was planning a couples group, and I was like, no, nobody's gonna do this. So I had to go ahead and find us another cruise. We're not gonna be able to do that one.
Yeah. But now for individuals, they do have a roommate situation. You can, I'm talking like Sade, as a young person, you can say, I want to sign up, and I think they may have, it's 4 people to a room, but
Strangers?
Yeah. I know. Unless you have some other people to go. Unless you know some other people.
I'm gonna see if other people want to go, because I don't know if I feel comfortable sleeping in a room with strangers. I don't.
I know.
I don't know how clean people are and stuff like that. I'm like a neat freak.
Though, to do it that way.
Yeah. Because it's not a fancy room, but you're not going to be in your room a lot. But I need privacy, but I know a lot of people don't mind because you're not in your room a lot. You're really not for a cruise.
Yeah, I only go there to go to bed and get my shower, and that's it. That's the only time you're in the room. You're not chilling in the room.
Oh, yeah, so much stuff to do about.
You're chilling at the pool. You're chilling at the jacuzzi. You're chilling in the restaurant.
Yeah.
At the comedy shows, at the whatever venue you signed up to do. You're at the spa. You're in thousands. It's 1,000 other places you're going to be. You're not going to be in your room.
I'm going to see if other people want to go. If not, then I'll see. Because, I don't know. You don't know who you're going to be rooming with. You might be with a psychopath.
Yeah.
But that's a unique situation where they do that. I've never even heard of it before. But only on Tom Joyner Cruise, they have, you can just sign up with other singles, because sometimes you can't, you don't have anybody to travel with. And, for me, I travel by myself all the time, and I usually pay double to have a room to myself. The only thing you get a break on is the taxes. You only pay taxes one time, but for the room, you pay double. I do it all the time. I used to. But it's something to think about.
If they give you roommates, the roommates are going to all be female, right? They don't put you like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to make sure. Just in case I take this leap of faith.
If it was just me by myself, absolutely, probably it seemed like it would have been a better deal to just go as a single person,
right?
Than to have a couple, because you're paying. If you're bringing somebody, you're married. That's double of the money coming out of your income, out of your savings, or out of your vacation fund. So No, my husband was absolutely, no. We're not going to see Chris Brown this time. No. No. We're not doing that. You need to keep shopping. Find someplace else. So that's what I had to do.
He should be going on tour again soon, so.
Yeah. And then I was even like, oh, hell, I can just catch one of these vacations at the Dreas. Hell, in Las Vegas, I can just go down there and get him over there. That'll be cheaper than this. No, I cannot. No. I can fly to him cheaper than this. No.
Yeah, you'll be better off going to see him at Dre's.
Yeah, I can go see him at Dre's.
Because flying to Vegas, getting a hotel, going to Dre's,
yeah,
even
nothing.
It's less than half of what you'll pay for the cruise.
Right. Oh, it's way less than half.
And who's to say he's even going to be on the boat? Like, he might just I'll pull up on my private jet. We'll get there when we get there, and I'll see you when I have to perform. Other than that, he might not even be on the boat.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't on that boat.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
I think you can probably run into the OJs and stuff, though. The Isley brothers. You're probably running into them. Probably Tamar. You probably see her there. And 112, I would have loved to have seen them perform. I have never seen them perform, but I love their music. And they got SWV. They got a good crowd of people that's going to be performing. So, absolutely, I wanted to do that. But I was like, oh, no, I cannot justify this cost. I just cannot. I cannot. I don't care. I still have to have a conversation with somebody else. It's just not just me. If it was me single, oh hell yeah, I would be there. It would not. I would just put it on the credit card and pay it off. I can't do that. Not anymore. Not anymore anyway.
I did see somebody post that they said Chris is supposed to be performing December 17th or something like that.
I've seen that too.
Yeah, but I told her
Where?
In Atlanta.
Yeah, at the Phillips Arena.
Okay.
But she didn't confirm that that's true because the tickets were supposed to go on sale on Thursday. And
Okay.
she didn't confirm back to me, but if that's the case, that means in December he might be going back on tour. Perhaps.
Or he's doing like a Christmas, like, like in December, you usually have like the Christmas, like, festivals,
Oh yeah, the Winter Jam or
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Cali. Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice to hear him sing this Christmas live.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be so nice.
We got to see if it's legit or not. So actually, I'll try and reach out to her after we're done, and I'll see what she says and if she was able to get tickets or not. But she said she was going to let me know, but I didn't get a notification back yet.
Okay. Well, what did y'all think about? Are we ready to go to the other topic of the NFL? I'm ready to talk about that.
We can switch over to all this
Current
things.
event.
Talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Well, I'm going to be here another 10 minutes, but yeah, I think it's time for that. Hello?
What y'all think about that? I think that D had a very good you were being positive. You were hoping optimistic that everybody would support the taking the knee. What did y'all think about that? How did you think about how NFL responded to that?
Me personally, I feel some type of way. I'm like 50-50 on it. Well, because I feel like they're not taking the knee in support of Kaepernick. It's to say because of what Trump said about them. That's what I think it is. They're protesting against Trump. They're not standing up for what, Colin Kaepernick is really basically put his career on the line for. And,
right.
I just feel like it's not genuine. So you could get the F out of there with that. Like, it's not genuine. You're not coming from the same sincere place that he's coming from. You're just doing it because you don't like the president and you want to, protest against him because y'all don't like him, and basically he said something bad about you guys. Okay, and then I saw Ray Lewis, and I was like, the coonest of the all coons, like you of all people, to get down there on both of your knees with the glasses on because you knew you were stupid and you felt embarrassed, and that's why you had the glasses on. You probably was drunk. I was like, I couldn't. I had to turn. I was just like, I just can't. I can't. Someone's on Twitter called him an opera coonist. I died. I died.
Every time.
The internet is undefeated.
You absolutely, Sade, you just literally, everything that I was thinking, you just put it in words for me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right on. It was about being called a son of a bitch. And it's because, too, like people like Samuel Jackson and P. Diddy called them out and told them, you gonna take that? Basically, like, you gonna take that from Trump? So that seems like the only reason why they got offended. Like, remember when we were talking, I was like, do you think I don't want to say the intelligence level is there for them to understand what this actually is, what this movement is about? And I just kind of think that's lacking. The real cause of what this is about is lacking. So,
but plus, their money's not guaranteed either. So there's other issues like intelligence level or whatever, but their money's not guaranteed. Plus, also it seems like they're easily swayed by what the owners want them to do. That's how I felt.
Well, you see, one of the players' dad received some backlash from him, and this was to me protest of what Trump said. It had nothing to do with taking a knee based on what Kaepernick was taking a knee for. It's two totally different subjects and issues. I know that one of the players' dads lost the contract because that he was seen, because his son protested or supposedly protested, allegedly protested during the flag. I know that I've seen that, and a lot of them are getting death threats.
But it's going to be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, because I think some of the teams are saying that they were going to have their arms locked before the anthem, but they weren't going to kneel during the anthem. So I think some of it is they're going to do something before the anthem to show unity, and then once the anthem comes on, they're going to stand to not disrespect the anthem. It's obviously a very fluid situation, because it seems like they're all worried about what everybody's going to say, which means they don't have their own mind made up. But it's very fluid.
Because there's a lack of real understanding of what this movement is about, what the cause, what was Kaepernick actually doing, why. So I don't know that there's a clear understanding of that. And I think you're right. I think that their financial situation and how precarious that is has a lot to do with why some people will or won't participate in things like this. I don't know. If you were in the same situation, how would you respond with the type of employer that you have currently?
You're asking everybody what everybody wants to talk about?
I'm asking all y'all. Yeah. How would you respond?
I thought that was a rhetorical question.
No, I'm actually asking the question. How would you respond? Because I think that we have to also ask ourselves,
Right.
How would I respond with the current employer that I have? How would I respond to this issue right now?
I have no problem protesting. I don't worry about other people's opinions, which is to my detriment sometimes, but that's how I am. But I definitely, if in their position, still would take the knee, but even more so try to convey to the others that if we do this together, we're protected. We're even more protected. Because they're clearly afraid. A lot of them are just afraid. Because like Dee said, their money's not guaranteed. If this was the NBA, it would not be a problem. They would not be afraid. I know they wouldn't. But I don't know. What about you, Dee?
What about you, Dee?
Well, I worked in corporate America, so I know how there's so much pressure and peer pressure and, having worried about, career opportunities and all this and all that. But I'm not in corporate America anymore, and I would never go back because I just can't. I have to be the change for me. And if I strongly believe in something, then I just have to suffer the consequences of it. So I would take a knee and I would protest, and try and let people understand really what Kaepernick was trying to do. But when you're in corporate or you've got that good cushy job, it's hard to walk away from that, especially if you got people relying on you. But me personally, I would just do what's in my heart. I would just take a knee and suffer the consequences. But I don't have to worry about financial responsibilities. If I was married and had kids and all that, it might be a different thing because you're affecting other people, not just yourself. What about you, Sade?
What about you, Sade?
You still here, Sade? She's muted. She may have stepped away.
If it were me, well, all my jobs be knowing I'm a racing bitch, so they pretty much know I would. I don't hide that. My personality is very strong. They know what they're seeing when we work together. We're in this together. Anytime you decide to step away, I have no problem walking away too. So I'm gonna do what April wants to do, whether you like it or not. I don't care what your brand is about. It's about me, and if it's helping me, then I'm gonna do what I need to do.
Right.
And my husband would have to support that and go get another job until I found one. So that's exactly what would be up. I would have a conversation with him. I would just be telling him, no, this is what we're going to do. This is what I'm doing tomorrow. So
be prepared.
That's how it would be, but yeah, be prepared. I'm probably going to lose my job, and it may be a confrontation. I don't know. Hopefully not. But we're going to do what we got to do. And I work in corporate America too. So
that's what it takes, though, is for people to be individuals and stand up for what they believe in.
You have to
with
be.
conviction.
You have to be. You just have to. You have to have your voice. You have to respect. I respect you and your choices and your views. I need you to respect mine. Just because you're my boss doesn't mean you get to dictate that. Right. And remember, this is a relationship that we're in together. I'm providing a service. It could be an asset or it could be a liability. You make the choice. Because I'm sure going to make the choice about you based on how you come at me.
Well, it's like for me, from what I've seen with corporate America, the reason I could never do it again is because you're just the asset to them. And they'll get rid of you in a heartbeat, whether you
a liability. You mean a liability?
Yeah, liability.
Well, it depends. This is what I've learned. Well, this is what I've learned about corporate America. We're both in it for something. What's in it for me? What's in it for you?
Right.
So at any point that I feel like I'm not getting something out of this, I'm out. I'm done, and I'm gone before I'm actually. I've already exited before my body actually leaves. So you figure out real quick that I'm no longer a part of what's going on. I've started putting my acorns in other baskets. So. But I think, too, what's wrong with a lot of corporate America organizations is the fact that they don't realize who's a liability and who's an asset. Because a lot of times they don't even know what the employees are doing. So if you're not even aware, you don't even know what the right and left hand is doing, well, you put yourself at a real disadvantage when you lose key assets in your organization without really having anyone with those same skill sets to replace it. And that is something I've seen in a lot of corporate. This is why a lot of places don't survive sometimes the test of economy changes, because you're not aware of who your assets or liabilities are at this organization. You wind up keeping all the liabilities and getting rid of the assets like a dum-dum. And then your company is folded in 3 to 6 months. Because you kept the dum-dums that don't know how to do anything and don't do the work.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to need to interrupt. I've got to leave now, and I'm going to try to leave my laptop open until I get downstairs. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if you're going to get cut off. I hope not, because the last time this happened, y'all were able to still continue. But I've got to check out, because I've got to check out. It's almost 2 o'clock. But, yeah. But, I mean, keep going. Just see, just be forewarned if something may happen. But yeah, I'm hoping this, keeps going. But I'll talk to y'all. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit if it doesn't close off. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the lobby. Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye. Hey, did we get Sade back?
Yes, I'm here.
So what's your opinion? What was your opinion?
I was actually away from the phone. So what you discussed? I discussed how I felt like the people weren't being genuine and.
No. We said the question was, what would you do? What would you personally do in your current situation? Would you, if you had an opportunity to take a knee or not take a knee in your current job position, what would you do?
Oh, even when I was a kid in elementary school, I never really liked the Pledge of Allegiance. I always thought it was like really long and boring. So I never really was one for like standing up and putting my hand over my chest. I don't know. I just always felt like it was just something behind it that just didn't seem right. And then when I got older and understood, I'm like, oh, I'm definitely not standing for this. And I've had debates with like coworkers and other friends, my white friends, to see how they feel about it. Some are 50-50 on it. And me personally, I feel like if you it's disrespectful to our country and our flag.
The podcast experienced technical difficulties and ended with our discussion on taking the knee in our current work positions as non-famous people. The consensus was that we would all stand up or kneel for our civil rights. It was a great hypothetical question that spawned a lively discussion. We thank you for listening and apologize for the abrupt ending, and ask that you join us next week at the Vanguard. Thank you.